he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall, but the numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
He lost the football.
The ball carried by the running back.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops. It up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
A 7-yard pickup.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Now they'll get this to Mims on the jet sweep.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Watson.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bates. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
He's got this one completed to Mills. And the ball is knocked out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them.
And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And 10 at the 24-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On third down, Covington, and he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Monarchs nothing.
up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. To throw here. And it is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
The passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time, a 9-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, Watson. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30.
Operating from the gun. Watson. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Watson's pass.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
From the red zone now, Watson. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. From the gun, Watson. And it's caught.
And the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
To number 30.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
He got into the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jerome Baker. And he will be brought down. His time is now running up on this first half of action. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Firing quick incomplete here, and that's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
At the 29-yard line.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a fourth down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming. And it's caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark. His sixth touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Number 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bowers. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And this now 3rd and 11 after that 2nd down completion actually went back a yard. From the gun, Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Bates. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Tommy Thompson.
The Browns send out their punter now. Welcome back now here in London. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's going to have the 1st down past the 20. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And that's a touchdown. But hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Illegal blocking the ball. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the
win, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running back, you're going to smother it. But and turn to the side.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chuck. And that will be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the before he's brought down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now they try the right side here. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that would just about put a capper on this game.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film and find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
21.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team here, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1.